Hi, this is Janice from ScrappyCutsOnline.com, and today I am showing you how to make the jack-o'-lantern basket for Halloween. I hope you like it. Let's get started. Because the pieces are not symmetrical, I started out by putting an X on the back of each of the pieces before I took them off the mat. That way I knew which were the backs of the pieces. If you know my videos, you know I like to ink all of my pieces. So again, with my jack-o'-lantern basket, I ink the sides of the pieces. I use the Tim Holtz Distress tool with the brushed burlap ink color. I like to do this to my pieces because I think it gives them more definition, it gives them more dimension and more interest. So you continue to do this to all of your pieces, all of the orange pieces. I use the same piece of paper to cut the pieces of the face as I used to cut the pieces of the pumpkin itself. I wanted to make sure that the pieces were distinguishable, so the face pieces were really inked dark around the edges. You won't be able to tell that they are the same color orange that the pumpkin is once it's all assembled. You could use a darker orange if you choose to. I chose to use the same orange so that I could conserve on paper. And then continue with your green pieces. This is the leaf. And as you can see, I'm taking my applicator and darkening just the lower half of the leaf as well as the sides. It kind of gives the illusion that the leaf has a center mark or the vein in the leaf. And then I did it on both sides because part of the leaf will be seen on both sides of the jack-o'-lantern. And then again do the same thing with the stem. You want to ink both sides of the stem and give it some interesting little marks on it because you know it's not perfect. It does not grow perfect in nature. All the pieces that you need to make this jack-o'-lantern, there's 2 stems, 2 leaves, 2 sides of the pumpkin, 2 middle sides of the pumpkin, and 2 center sides of the pumpkin. And then the basket portion with the eyes and the nose and the mouth in black and in orange. And then of course there's the handle. After you have inked all of your pages, then the first thing you're going to do is score. There's only 2 score marks in this jack-o'-lantern, and that is the piece that wraps around the inside of the basket. And I use this technique for a couple of my items. I use it for my Easter train cars, and I also use it for my baby buggy. And I kind of like this technique because it makes the basket nice and round and easy to work with. The next thing I do, I use my ATG gun to make a strip of tape or a couple of layers of tape around the edge of the semicircle. This is the side of the basket where the bottom of the basket will attach. The ATG gun tape works just fine here. It doesn't have to be that strong. We do just want to make sure that it is tacked so that when you put your glue on the side of the basket that the pieces don't pop off. And I've used this technique several times in other of my files, as you can, if you have watched any of my other files, the baby basket, the Easter train cars, and it works. I find this is a really nice technique. You can see that the edges of that basket bottom have been inked to give it more definition, and then again go ahead and repeat yourself with the second half of the basket. See, it doesn't take much tape, but I do a couple layers just to make sure that all of the triangles on the bottom of the basket do touch some portion of tape. And the bottom of the basket is cut perfectly, so you do not have to guess or measure, just let the file do the work. And all you have to do is score it and wrap it. The next step is to take the largest portion of the basket and notice which side is the top. The large humps are the ones that go on the top. And then I kind of eyeball it to make sure that the bottom of the basket and the bottom of the pumpkin are equal so that they will sit straight on the table. Take your glue, and I use quick drying glue. This is my favorite, as you probably already know, the Scotch quick drying glue. Quick drying glue. Sorry about that. And then spread it so it goes all the way to the edges. And then add your pumpkin side to it and turn it upside down and put your finger in or your hand inside to press down so that the pumpkin lays very flat against the side of the basket. See, it stands up really nicely. And then repeat yourself on the other side, making sure that the pumpkin is right side up. Add your glue, add your pumpkin, and then you're on to the next step. The next step is to take the middle-sized cutout and add it to your large pumpkin. This piece doesn't have to be really perfect. Pumpkins don't grow perfectly. I just wanted to make sure that some of the ridges would give it dimension so it looks more like a real pumpkin. Add your glue and then add it to your pumpkin, to the place where you feel it looks best. Once you are satisfied with the placement of the middle piece, the next thing you want to do is add your stem, and then use a little bit of glue on the bottom of your stem and attach it to your pumpkin basket, to the place where you want it to go. And then next, add the small oval piece to the front of your pumpkin, overlapping the stem, so the stem looks like it is coming out of the center of the pumpkin. It's looking nice. I like it. I like the way that the inking shadows the sides of each of the pieces to give it that nice dimension look. After you've lined up the black portion of each of the face pieces to the darker orange portions, then you want to add your face features to your pumpkin. And then you can, of course, you can go whatever order you want with the mouth, the eyes, the nose. You can place it wherever you want, however you like your pumpkin to look, using glue to attach it so it adheres firmly. Isn't it looking cute? I love this pumpkin. Face is on, then you're going to add your leaf to wherever you want to add it to. I like to have the part of the leaf to stick up so that it is above the pumpkin, attached to the stem. And then once you finish this side of the face, turn it over and do the other side. Add the pumpkin layers and then add the face features. Before you add your handle to your basket, give the handle a little twist so that it will kind of remember that it's going to be in an arc, and it'll attach to your basket much better, especially if you're using glue. And also at this point, you want to decide if you want to attach your basket with brads or with glue. On this basket, I attached it with glue. In retrospect, I wish I would have used brads, because then I could pull the handle down when I wanted to fill the basket and then put the handle back up. But that's your choice. You can do whatever you want. Isn't it cute? I really love the way this basket turned out. And I'm glad the glue dries clear. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little Halloween treat basket, and I hope that you visit my site at scrappycutsonline.com and purchase this file or look at the other Halloween files that I have. There's quite a few and some really cute files. In my later videos, I am going to show you some of the things that I have done with the files that are also on my site. So, happy Halloween and happy fall 2012. Bye.